Shalom, shalom. I want to first and foremost give all honor, glory, and praises to the Most High, and we do so by Sham Hamashiach Yahushua, not by Shem, but by Sham Hamashiach Yahushua. It's your brother Sadiq back at you with another second day class, whispers from the end, right? You know, we've been doing these reacting to different videos, right? And what this is all geared at doing is challenging the ideologies, challenging the behavior, challenging the social norms that the Christian church refuses to confront, right? And that's the problem. The Christian church refuses to confront certain behavior patterns, right? And that's what they're there for. So today we're going to be talking about 304 culture, right? And for those of you who may not know what 304 culture is, this is what 304 culture is. This is from AI Overview. 304 phase women is a slang term referring to a period of promiscuity. Based on the slang term 304, which is derived from the numbers on a calculator that spell hoe when turned upside down. This slang is most prevalent on social media platforms like TikTok, where it has been used to create community and discussions around the term. So a 304 is another name for, a hoe, H-O-E. For those that grew up in the time of pagers, you can spell 304. That's what it means, right? The videos that I'm going to be using today, I'm going to say, fair use, fair use. Then this is another disclaimer. These videos are going to have some vulgar language in them, some very, very vulgar language. But this is what we're out here to correct. This is what we're out here to deter our young sisters from following after, right? So let's go ahead and get right into it, because this is going to be a very, very interesting class, right? So let me share my screen. So some of y'all may notice sometimes when I'm on the streets, I call older women Yanti, right? I'm going to show you where that term comes from, right? So let me share my screen. Let's see, let me share this. Okay. So I want to say fair use, fair use. These are our thoughts, our views, and our opinions, right? So let's start off with this right here.
To the Carisha Please Show, where we keep things real, raw, and uncut. Today we got a special guest. She's a boss. She's a mom. She's one that don't play about her son, and she gonna cuss all you bitches out from 0 to 100 real quick. Y'all help me welcome Yanti Tia Camp.
So this is Tia Kemp, aka Yanti, right? This is who this is the role model to the sisters of today, right? This is Rick Ross's baby mama, for those who do not know. So let's see what Yanti has to say.
I know that's right. So excited to have you.
Girl, I'm so excited to be here. You look so good, young Miami.
You look so great.
Oh my God, I'm so proud of you, baby. I'm so proud of you. You beat the odds.
Woo.
That's right, 305. Stop fucking playing.
305, bitch. They can't.
Yep, the biggest.
Period. We'll go to the couch and let's get into the smoke.
Yes.
Fair use.
So, I got to do a little fun icebreaker.
What's
I want to
that?
break the ice.
Go ahead, boops.
I'm going to have somebody to bring me my phone, because I need you to cuss a bitch out for me.
Get that bitch over here.
Okay, like I said, this class is gonna be some vulgar language inside of it, right? But we have to address these things. We can't continue to turn a blind eye to certain things. So we're gonna address these things. We're gonna confront these things head on through the scriptures. Let's see what Yanti has to say.
Come on, let's line this motherfucker up now. Where that bitch at? What he did? What they did? What she did? Who? Him? They? Because I heard a button-ass bitch been having something to say, and I'ma line that bitch up. This motherfucking week, Monday.
Now, this woman right here, right? She's probably in her mid 40s and 50s. This is who the younger women. This is why 304 culture exists right here, right? Because we have older women, instead of teaching things that are well, right? Teaching things that are becoming of a righteous woman, right? Of a woman that's submissive and obedient to her husband, right? We have Yanti up here.
Have my money, bitch.
I thought a broke bitch said something.
Girl, them broke bitches ain't got shit to say. Them bitches be hating. Don't let them broke ass bitches discourage you, bitch. You are the bitch of the 305. You are stamping this bitch. You setting the example. You making it motherfucking happen. These bitches ain't did what you doing, young. Keep doing your thing, boots.
Thank you. Okay, let me get this hating ass bitch on the phone. Okay.
Okay.
Who this?
What's up?
What the fuck up? Who the fuck you is? You got a problem with my motherfucking niece, Carisha, Young Miami to be exact? Bitch, what's up?
What's up with Thin Bob?
Thin Bob, bitch, fuck you, bitch, show your motherfucking face and I show you a thin Bob. It match a thin hoe, bitch, but my pocket's thick, bitch. What's up, bitch? Bitch, my pocket's thick, bitch. Bitch, my pocket's thick, bitch. Faith ain't got nothing up on this blonde Bob, bitch. Stop playing, bitch. I'm representing the Dade County 305, bitch. Don't motherfucking play with me. Fuck a thin Bob, hoe. Fuck all that, bitch. My bank account thick, bitch. What else, you fat back, ugly ass, oogly, moogly, fugly, dougly ass, brisket back, bitch? Fuck you, bitch. Go goggle with some motherfucking Clorox, too. You yuck mouth ass, bitch. Big gums, yellow teeth, dougly, fugly, big nose, hairy nose ass, bitch. Fuck you, you ugly bitch. Fuck you. Where you at? Where you at, bitch? Pull up on me right now. I'm at Carisha, please. Fuck you, bitch. I'ma knock your motherfucking teeth out, bitch. Because we already know you got 14 cavities, ho. 14 cavities with 24 motherfucking teeth. Bitch, that mean only 10 good. Fuck you, bitch. Where's your food stamp card so I could buy that, bitch? I heard you in need. The first of the month is in a motherfucking week. Bitch, where's your food stamp card? Bitch, I heard you in motherfucking need, bitch. Bitch, that bitch is over, but bitch, guess what? I'm eating right now, ho, we up. Fuck that child support. Fuck that fat back bitch, too. Bitch, fuck that big fat back, K-leg, knock-knee, kickstand, walking ass, two-footed penguin shape. Girl, don't play with me, ho. Bring that bitch to the motherfucking stage and his Ozempic ass taking sister. Cause bitch, you already know I found the motherfucking needles in that bitch refrigerator. That's why that bitch is mad. I heard he been on silent mode. Get that bitch to the front of the motherfucking stage. Tell that bitch we need him on Carisha, please. Bitch, sit. Fuck you, bitch. You got me fucked up, bitch. I am laid to the gods, cause baby, the one that did my motherfucking makeup did Carisha shit, and you know a bitch can't fuck with her. Bitch, you can't fuck with me, bitch. I don't even know what the fuck you said, cause bitch, I am laying you the fuck out from A to motherfucking Z. Fuck you. I'm finna get Carisha back her phone, cause bitch, if you want smoke, pull up, hoe. You know where the fuck we motherfucking at. Fuck you, you shrimp dick bitch.
So let's get into it. Let's open up with Colossians 3 and 17. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all by Sham Hamashiach Yahushai, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by Sham Hamashiach Yahushai. So we see the spirit that this woman is moving in right here, right? And these are the things that are so important to address, right? These are the things that, like I said, the Christian church will not address, right? So let's go to the book of James, chapter 3. And let's go to verse 6, right? So this is the book of James, chapter 3 and verse 6. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity, right? We heard all those words that she was saying, all those curse words, all those filthy, that filthy language that she was speaking, right? This is supposed to be an elder woman that's supposed to be teaching the young women how to behave, right? How to act. This is the reason why we have this whole culture called 304 culture, right? It says, so is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body. You heard everything that she said. It defiles the whole body, because these words that are coming out of her mouth is her behavior. It's how she acts. It's how she talks to a man. This is what she trains and teaches her son. right? And this is why I believe her son, he's dealing with some spirits right now. Let's continue.
Nah. Who
Yeah, you gotta
next?
teach me that.
Who
For real,
next?
for real.
She said, you have to teach me that. Let me read this again. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. What Carisha says, you have to teach me that. You have to teach me that. Let that sink in. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. Y'all heard everything that came out of this lady's mouth. It says, for every kind of beast, and of birds, and of serpents, and of things in the sea is tamed, and have been tamed of mankind. So everything has been tamed by Adam, by the man, right? Except for the woman. The woman has not been tamed. And that's what we're out here to do today. We are out here to tame the Israelite woman through the scriptures, through the spirit of Hamashiach Yahushua. Because this word is not going to fall on deaf ears, right? Let's read on. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil. Let me read that again. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. Deadly poison. Those are venomous words that this sister was saying right here, right? Our sisters act like heathens, right? This is using the language of the heathens, how she's talking right now. It says, therewith bless we the Most High, even the Father, and wherewith curse we men, which are made after the similitude of the Most High. We're made after the likeness of the Most High. So we shouldn't be talking like this. We shouldn't be cursing like this. And the sisters are supposed to follow the same suit, right? Let me read on. Out of the mouth proceedeth blessings and cursings. Out of the mouth proceedeth blessings and cursings. My brethren, these things ought not so to be. Doth a fountain send forth at the same place sweet water and bitter? That's a question right there. Can the fig tree, my brethren, bear olive berries, either a vine figs? So can no fountain both yield salt water and fresh. Who is a wise man and endued with knowledge among you? Let him show out of a good conversation his works with meekness of wisdom. But what is this sister saying? Right? The younger sister, Carissa, who's probably like in her maybe her late 20s, is asking the older sister to teach her how to talk like this, right?
Who the fuck next?
Oh, my.
You?
Style
Please like,
or
share,
substance.
and subscribe to wherever platform that you're watching this from. Like, share, and subscribe to wherever platform
Or
you're watching this from.
motherfucker you? Who next? Oh, I thought so.
Ooh, T,
Now let's get
you
to
gotta
this
teach
smoke.
me that because I want to lay me a big fat shrimp dick motherfucking
Where that
laying
bitch at? Yep.
You see that? She said, you got to teach me that. And went forward to say some of the things that Yanti said, right? Let's read on. This wisdom descendeth not from above. So how they're talking, that don't come from the Most High. It says this wisdom descendeth not from above. It doesn't come from the Most High. That's not a heavenly language to speak, but it's earthly, sensual, devilish. So that's what you heard coming out of this woman's mouth right here. Let's go to the book of St. Matthew. Let's go to the book of St. Matthew, chapter 12. And let's go to verse, let me see what I want. Let's go to St. Matthew, chapter 12, and verse 36. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak. So all that cursing, all that idle talk that she did, right? Let's see what Hamashiach Yahushai says. They shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. She's going to have to give account. Tia Kemp is going to have to give account for all those idle words that she said. Why isn't the Christian church teaching this? Why isn't the Christian church teaching the sisters, you shouldn't be talking like this, young lady? You shouldn't be doing this at all. You shouldn't be behaving like this. You shouldn't be having pants on, right? Carissa shouldn't be showing all her body and assets like this. It says, they shall give an account thereof in the day of judgment. So she's going to be held accountable for all those words that comes out of her mouth, right? I mean, it's just so embarrassing, right? It's so embarrassing to even have to listen and watch this right here. But these are things that must be addressed. These are things that must be challenged. These are things that must be confronted because the Christian church ain't going to do it. Like, I'm tired of being in this place. You should be tired of being in this place right here. It ain't nothing here for us. It's nothing here at all. Let's read on verse 37. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. So your words can either justify you, right? Or these words can condemn you. Why are you going to say things out of your mouth that's going to lead you into condemnation, right? Where your soul is going to burn in the lake of fire forever, right? Let's play a little bit more of it.
We gonna get them bitches all day, every motherfucking day.
You gotta teach me that. For real, what's the code to cussing a bitch out without stopping? Like,
Carisha, stop playing like you don't motherfucking know, girl. You done became so, how they saying that shit? So soft.
no, what's the new word?
Demure. So demure.
She said to her, what's the code? What is the code to cursing a bee out? What's the code to cursing a bee out? This is the generation that we're dealing with right here, right? This is this generation that is so detached and so far removed from my great grandma, right? From my grandma, from my mother. This generation is so far removed. There's a large gap that needs to be filled because the elders and stuff, the elder women, right? They are detached from this behavior right here. Either they're detached or they are catering to it. They are promoting it, right? So what I'm out here to do is to bridge the gap, to tell the young women that this is wrong, since the elder women ain't doing it, since the church is not doing it, right? Let's read the book of let's go to the book of Titus, chapter 2, because this woman said that what's the code, right? Let me play that again. She said, what is the code? You have to teach me that. What's the code to cursing a bee out?
You gotta teach me that. For real, what's the code to cussing a bitch out without stopping? Like,
what's the code to cussing a bee out without stopping?
Carisha, stop playing like you don't motherfucking know, girl. You done became so, how they saying that shit? So soft.
no, what's the new word?
Demure. So demure. So demure. So whatever the fuck they keep saying. Girl, stop playing like you don't know how to cuss a bitch out.
I do. I think I don't forget. I ain't forgot.
You see that? What's the code to curse a bee out, right? Let's go to the book of Titus, chapter 2, right? Let's go to Titus chapter 2 and let's go to verse 3. It says, the aged women likewise. Tia Kemp, aka Yanti, she's the aged woman. The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness. Holiness. Let's see what that word, let's see what holiness is, right? Let's go to the book of Romans. Let's see what it means to be holy. What Tia Kemp, being the aged woman, is supposed to be, right? Let's go to Romans chapter 7 and verse 12 to find out the definition of what holy is. Romans 7 and 12. Wherefore the law is holy. That's holy, the law. And the commandment holy and just and good. That's what's holy. The law is holy. Let's go back to the book of Titus again, chapter 2 and verse 3. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness. So keeping the law, right? We must address this because this is the behavior of the day for our young women right here. What's the code to curse a bee out? Not false accusers, not giving too much wine, teachers of good things. Carissa said, you got to teach me how to do that. Out of Carissa's own mouth, she said, you have to teach me how to do that. But the Bible says that Mrs. Tia Kemp, should be a teacher of good things. Verse 4, that they may teach the young women to be sober. Talking about Carissa, right? Talking about the young sisters out there, the sexy reds. Talking about the Glorillas. Talking about the Sukihanas. Talking about all the sisters that walk all up and down Hollywood naked. That they may teach the young women to be sober. Teaching your young daughters, your 3-year-old daughters, your 4-year-old daughters, your 5-year-old daughters, your teenage daughters. That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. By teaching all this cursing, all this profanity, what's the code to curse a be out? That's not teaching the young women to love their husbands. Tia Kip ain't even with nobody anymore, right? Not teaching your children, not teaching you to love your children, right? None of that's happening at all. Let's read on. Verse 5. To be discreet. Now, did any of that sound like she's somebody that's discreet? Somebody that's shamefaced, that's quiet? Not at all. It says to be discreet, chaste, right? Chaste. Let me get a definition of that word chaste real quick. Let me go to Edom Online real quick. Let me get a definition of the word chaste. It says to be chaste. This is what the women should be learning to do. Chaste, virtuous, pure from unlawful sexual intercourse. And we're going to get into that to some of these other clips that we're going to watch today in tonight's class. We're going to see if these women are chaste at all. We're going to see if these women are virtuous, pure from unlawful sexual intercourse, right? Clean, pure, morally pure. That's what it means to be chaste right there. To be discreet, verse 5, Titus chapter 2 and verse 5. To be discreet, chaste, keepers at home. They're not at home right now. They're on Carissa Please right now. Good, obedient to their husbands, that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed. But all we heard was this filthiness coming out of this elder sister's mouth. That's all we heard, right? Let's go to the book of Ezekiel. Let's go to the book of Ezekiel. Let me see. Let's go to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 16. And let's start at verse 44. Ezekiel 16 and verse 44. Behold, everyone that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, right? So how the mother behaves. So how Yanti behaves. Yanti, Tia Kim, she's in a mother role right now, right? Because Carissa is the younger woman. As is the mother, so is her daughter. That's how the younger woman is going to behave. That's how your daughters are going to behave. This is why this behavior has to be checked. This is why these social norms have to be checked. And guess what? Your big brother's here to check it today, right? We're here to confront these behaviors today. We're here to make you drink this that we're here to make you swallow the hard pill, which is the Bible, the scriptures, right? It says, verse 45, thou art thy mother's daughter that loatheth her husband and her children. We know that if you're familiar with Tia Kemp, Rick Ross's baby mama, she can't stand Rick Ross. She hates him, right? And she hates Rick Ross' children. It's not a lie. You can just follow. Go to her channel and see how vulgar she talks about him. It says, thou art thy mother's daughter that loatheth her husband and her children. And thou art the sister of thy sisters, which loatheth their husbands and their children. Your mother was a Hittite, meaning you're a heathen. You act like a heathen. And your father an Amorite. You act like a heathen, right? Let's go to the book of Leviticus, chapter 19. Actually, let's go to Leviticus chapter 21, Salakia. Chapter 21, and let's go to verse 9. And the daughter, actually, no, I'm going to save that verse right there. Let me see if there's more. Let me see if there's more in this video.
Yeah, but I need to just go there. I just need to go to a bitch can't even get a word in. You don't let a bitch get a word in.
Listen, when I get to your level, I probably forget too. So, girl, I ain't mad at you at all. Start playing with niece, boo.
Boss,
See that? Let's go on to the next video. Move to the next video. So the next video that I'm going to be going to is I'm gonna be going to Amber Rose. Now I want to say fair use, fair use, fair use. Amber Rose has now since changed her views. If you're not familiar with Amber Rose she is I think she has a baby made by Wiz Khalifa. She was also dealing with Kanye West, and she's actually she's the founder of what you call the slut walk, right?
if I
She has now since changed her views. Amber Rose is in her I think actually Amber Rose may be the same age as me. Amber Rose, I believe, is 41 years old, right? She's also the older woman now, right? She's also the woman that is supposed to teach good things as well, right? So now at the right age of 41, Amber Rose has now had a change of heart, seeing that being a slut ain't so cool. Let's listen to this. This is on from the Jesse Lee Peterson show, and I want to say fair use, fair use, fair use. These are our thoughts, our views, and our opinions.
find a really nice husband, and I also would have to use a surrogate.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, Sarah was 99 and Abraham was 100.
Okay.
So you still do it.
Okay. I hear you. I'm not mad at it.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so the last time you were here, you had founded a group called the Slut Walks.
It was, yes.
And
It was my
used to
nonprofit.
And you had these slut walks.
Times changed.
Right.
Hey, yo, man, Jesse Lee Peterson, man, this dude is slow.
So what's different between you and then? What's different?
Well, a lot is different now. I have come to terms with the fact that I was brainwashed.
So 7 years ago, Jesse Lee Peterson, he had interviewed Amber Rose, and you probably can find the video on his channel. On his channel, I had a hard time finding it. I believe she probably asked to get it taken down. But Amber Rose, she started something called a slut walk, which pretty much, she wants to it's pretty much involving feminism, no body shaming and stuff for women and stuff like that. Just a whole bunch of feminist leftist agenda type stuff, right? And now 7 years fast forward, this interview was done maybe about a month, 2 months, maybe 3 months ago or whatever, maybe a little longer, I'm not sure. But it was done this year, and now she has since changed her views. She said that she is no longer brainwashed when she's no longer brain polluted, really, because when you wash something, you clean it, right? So her brain is no longer polluted anymore. It has been cleansed.
I was a brainwashed feminist, and I felt like my heart was in the right place when I was doing that stuff, because I thought I was doing the right thing, and I realized over time that I wasn't. I felt like I was a part of the degeneracy. I was a part of, not having men in the home. I was a part of, you know what, Jesse, over time, I just start seeing that what I was saying, I wasn't living, and I felt like a hypocrite. Because I felt like, even when I was a dancer, right, when I was younger, I was in survival mode. And I was homeless with my mom, and I felt like I did those things out of survival. I never did those things out of my morals or how I truly felt, right? That wasn't a lifestyle for me.
I understand that.
So when I saw other women kind of going through those things, I was a champion for those women. And what happened is, over time, it started getting out of hand. And so then girls will come up to me and say, girl, I found this married man and he takes care of me and he takes care, slut walk,
And see, this is the mindset of the younger women, right? We see it so frequently, so often out there on the streets of Hollywood. every single Sabbath. We see the young Israelite woman with an old, decrepit Edomite, right? Nasty. I mean, the Most High probably has allowed us to save. I know at least one sister where some of this old decrepit Edomite was just like following after, right? And the sister, I mean, you know, a few months back, maybe last year it might have happened. You know, through the spirit of the Most High, she stopped and she listened and she was able to stay there for the time being because this nasty looking Edomite was just following her on her, right? And it's like it's just so this is so unfortunate. And this is why these classes right here is so important, right? You know, it's cool to go into prophecies and things like this, but we need to also talk about what matters. What matters is the fear of the Most High. And our sisters do not have the fear of the Most High. Because if they had the fear of the Most High, they wouldn't walk in the manner that they walk in, right? All praises to the Most High that Amber Rose has changed and she's not how she used to be anymore. But nevertheless, the damage is done.
And I'm like, girl, that's not what I'm about.
What a slut.
Yeah, you know, and I felt like because I was in survival mode, I was being called derogatory names,
Right.
and I felt like I had to stick up for those women that were also dealing with the same thing as me. But again, it just got out of hand, and it wasn't something that I was proud of anymore.
And for Daniel, turn that fan on for me. And for those,
Let's read this real quick. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23 and verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel. That's what I want right there. The Bible says that there shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel. So we can't be participating in this type of behavior. Behavior of a whore, behavior of a slut. Like my grandma used to say, a floozy, right? We cannot be participating in this behavior. These things must be corrected and checked. Let's go to the book of Numbers, right? Because all this is out of love right here. Let's go to the book of Numbers, chapter 12 and verse 14. It says, and the Most High said unto Moses, this is the Most High saying this, right? Not myself, but the Most High. And the Most High said unto Moses, if her father had but spit in her face, if her father had but spit in her face, should she not be ashamed 7 days? Because if a father was to spit in his daughter's face, right, that daughter would be ashamed. She definitely would be ashamed. She would realize her behavior is not wanted in her father's house. That her father doesn't approve of that behavior. A lot, man, the gross majority of these so-called black women needed to have their father spit in her face. Either it be on a physical level or in a spiritual level, right? And spitting in the face means correction, breaking them down, right? With these scriptures right here, letting them know where that behavior is going to lead them. That there's no glory in being a harlot, a hoe. There's no glory into working in OnlyFans, right? There's no honor in that. There's no dignity in that. There's no, at the end of that tunnel, Boaz does not appear. I know the Christian church would tell these women this, right? Like, you know, you just pray to Jesus and your Boaz is going to appear. No, it takes work. It takes preparation, preparing yourself, preparing your mind, right? It takes change. If you are being a little hoe, being a harlot, being a whore like the Bible says, don't expect nothing than a man that just wants to lay down with you. Wham, bam, thank you, man. That's all you should expect. Don't expect no knight in shining armor to come rescue you. Let's play on.
women who are being brainwashed, how were you brainwashed? And did you know you were being brainwashed when it was happening?
I did not know I was being brainwashed, no.
Really?
No, not at all. I'm from the East Coast.
Right.
I moved to LA.
So the sister, well, she's actually Edomite. Her father's white, but she's Esau. But she didn't know that she was being brainwashed. Just like our little young sisters that listen to Sexy Red, Sukihana, Glorilla, they be on that 360 machine down in Hollywood, and they be twerking at 3 and 4 and 5 years old. They don't know that they're being brain polluted. This is what they're being taught by the older women. They don't know that this stuff is not right. You're supposed to train up a child in the way that they should go. Being a hoe is not the way that our young sisters should be going, how they should be walking in at all. Let's go to the book of let's go to Deuteronomy 22 and 21. Then they shall bring out the damsel to the door of her father's house, and the men of her city. Actually, let's start at verse let me see. Because we got to get in this law. This is how we rebuke the devil, is by going into the law. Let's go to Deuteronomy 22, and I'm gonna start at verse 17. You know, this account right here is a heavy account, right? But this is the law right here. This is the law. Deuteronomy 22 and 17. It says, and lo, he have given occasion of speech against her. Well, actually, I gotta start at verse 16. And the damsel's father shall say unto the elders. I might gotta start a little bit early for context. Let's start at verse 13. Deuteronomy 22 and verse 13. It says, if any man take a wife and go in unto her and hate her. So he goes into this woman, and later on he hates her, right? Because that thing is like, it's not tight. It's a little loosey-goosey, and he's not heard rumors, he's not heard rumors through the city. Like, that Jamal, he with Tamika. Don't he know that Tamika been laying with everybody? Jamal hears these rumors, right? Man, Tamika, man, she be getting down. Tamika will give it up, right? It says, if any man take a wife, so a man takes Tamika, right, and go in unto her and hate her. This brother starts to hate Tamika, and give occasions of speech against her, and bring up an evil name upon her. He's like, man, Tamika, man, she a hoe, she a whore. Man, she been sleeping around, right? This is him bringing occasion up against her, right? And say, I took this woman, and when I came to her, I found her not a maid. I mean, I found her not to be a virgin, right? Not to be an alma in the Hebrew, right? She's a Bethula, but she's not an alma, meaning she's a woman that's been laid with already. She's used goods. Then shall the father of the damsel and her mother take and bring forth the tokens of the damsel's virginity unto the elders of the city in the gates. And the damsel's father shall say unto the elders, I gave my daughter unto this man to wife. Like, I gave her to this man to wife, right? And he hated her. And lo, he hath given occasion of speech against her, saying, I found not thy daughter a maid. He said, man, this woman, she wasn't no maid. She wasn't no virgin, right? She wasn't no alma. And yet these are the tokens of my daughter's virginity. And they shall spread the cloth before the elders of the city. And the elders of the city shall take that young man and chastise him. Right? That's what she's found being, she has her hymen intact, that she was, and this man just made up something, right? That Tamika literally wasn't sleeping around with nobody. But now on the other end, let's say Tamika was getting down, right? Let's say Tamika was a 304, right? Let's read on. It says, and they shall immerse him in 100 shekels of silver and give them unto the father of the damsel, because he hath brought up an evil name upon a virgin of Israel, and she shall be his wife. He may not put her away all his days. So that's if Tamika was a virgin, right? Let's see if Tamika wasn't a virgin. But this is on the other hand, right? But if this thing be true, right? Tamika been shaking it, like dropping it like it's hot for a long, long time, right? And the tokens of virginity be not found for the damsel. Then they shall bring out the damsel to the door of her father's house, and the men of her city shall stone her with stones that she die. Meaning Tamika gets put to death because she have wrought folly in Israel to play the whore in her father's house. So shalt thou put evil away from among you. That's what should be happening to Tamika in the ancient world, right? Let's play.
And out here, I just, and being famous, newly famous, maybe at the time, I felt like I was doing the right thing, being politically correct. And politically correct in Los Angeles is being pansexual, even though you're not pansexual.
Right.
Being, a feminist and looking out for or wanting equality for women when men and women aren't equal.
Right.
And we need to have those difficult conversations. That's why I have a lot of.
Let me stop that right there. I like what she said. She said it. You hear that, ladies? I know Amber Rose is kind of washed up now and everything, but back in her heyday, she had a lot of influence, right? But she said men and women are not equal. Let's see if that's biblical. Let's go to the book of First Peter. Let's go to First Peter, chapter 3, and let's go to verse 7. It says, likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, right? Understanding, wisdom. That's how you need to dwell with your wife. Giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel. The wife is the weaker vessel, meaning we're not equal. There is things called double standards in life. And as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. So Amber Rose is right on point. Men and women are not equal. Let's go to the order of things, right? Let's go to the book of let's get the order. Let's get 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach Yahushai, and the head of the woman is the man. See, there's no equality there, right? And the head of Hamashiach Yahushai is the Most High. So we see that there's a hierarchy. There's levels to this thing right here. There's levels to it, right? And underneath the women, you have the children, right? And then you have the other nations, right? Because there's no equality. There's no equality.
Patience with women that are still on the left and women that are still feminists. And I talk to them and I'm like, look, I was you. I know that you think you're doing the right thing, but you're not doing the right thing. And so I've had a lot of conversations with girls that were disappointed in me for stopping my slut walk and not being a feminist anymore.
Amazing. I was going to ask, did some of those people turn on you because they didn't like the fact you had changed all of a sudden?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, some people. I definitely like my drag queen friends, my trans friends. They think that I hate them, and I don't hate them.
Right.
I really do not hate them. I think that's the misconception about being on the right or voting for Trump, is that you just hate gay people, you hate trans people, you hate drag queens. I don't hate anybody.
What I realized from that, people don't understand or know that you can, with understanding, you understand the situation. And in understanding the people or the situation, you don't have to judge anyone.
Right.
The understanding prevent you from judging.
100%.
But most people don't know that. Mm-hmm. They think just because you disagree or maybe you don't do it anymore, you hate them, but you really.
Let's go to the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 15. Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. So you can. We are supposed to be judging, right? We don't want the judgment, because the judgment for being a whore, we seen was being stoned to death. But you are allowed to judge as an Israelite, but you can't do it unrighteously, right? It says, ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty, but in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor, right? You have to correct your neighbor. Your neighbor is your fellow Israelite.
They don't.
I don't. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And so you were walking down the road one day
I don't know if it was that simple, Jesse.
and you all of a sudden realize, I ain't gonna be no slut no more. Slut
You know?
days are over.
I felt like I was being a hypocrite.
Fair use, man. We dealing with Jesse Lee Peterson today, right? Amazing.
Right? Because I was promoting sex workers when I had never been a sex worker.
Amazing.
I was a dancer, but I had never did sex work. And again, I just felt like, God, I know a lot of these girls don't really want to do this.
Right. They don't.
But they don't. I would say 99% of girls don't want to do it. They feel stuck in it.
Absolutely.
They feel like they're in survival mode. They feel like that's all they know.
Let's go to the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore. See that? Lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness. So that word prostitute goes deep, because not only is it talking about prostituting your daughter for money and everything, because that literally and that daughter and that woman has a pimp and everything. That pimp's taking her money and stuff, like what Amber is talking about. But it also goes into you fathers out there that allow your daughters to have boyfriends, right? That allow your daughters to have boyfriends. Because what's going to happen is when you allow your young teenage daughter to have a boyfriend and stuff like that, what ends up happening is eventually that boyfriend is going to break her heart. They're going to break up. She's going to have her period of crying, talking to her friends and stuff like that. And then guess what? She's going to hop on to the next guy. She's going to move on to the next guy, then the next guy, then the next guy. And what have you created? A whore, a prostitute, right? Because she's going to move from guy to guy to guy to guy. A woman in their life, right? This is ideally. A woman in their life should only have one man their entire life, until that man dies, right? That one man should she deal with. That's what I tell my daughters. There's a scientific study that was done, right? And they did an autopsy of the brain of this woman that passed away in her 80s or something like that, right? They found on this woman's brain semen from all the years of men taking her down, clapping her cheeks. They found the semen on this woman's DNA. So taking on spirits of other men and stuff like that, that thing is real. That thing is real life right there. So every man that a woman deals with, she takes on that man's spirit. So fellas out there, brothers out there, teach your daughters that they only need to deal with one man and one man only, right? This play.
And then there's other girls that are fucking ruthless.
They love their misery.
Yeah, they do. And I wasn't with that.
Yeah.
And I saw women extorting men, lying to men, having abortions. I wish that when I was doing my slut walk and I was screaming, my body, my choice.
Fair use, fair use, fair use. Let's go to the book of Exodus, chapter 20. Let me see. Let's go to verse 13. Thou shalt not kill. Unaliving a child in the belly is breaking this commandment right here. Thou shalt not kill, right? It's part of the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not kill. So you see how sin leads to sin, leads to sin, leads to sin? Let's play.
I wish somebody would have just showed me a film of what an abortion looked like.
You see that? The sister, she's an Edomite. But she said that she wishes that somebody would have showed her the film. Because if she would have seen that, she would have felt conviction. But where do we have our young sisters running to? Right? It's a song, and I can't even play this on play this inside of the mix because it's so vulgar and so disgusting. But it talks about a plan B, and the plan B is pretty much the clinic. The plan B is some Hennessy. Yeah, it's called Henny and a Plan B. That's what it's called. The song is called, right? I believe it's by Sukihana, right? You can look that up at your own discretion, right? But the song is so vulgar and so filthy.
I would have changed my mind like that.
That's amazing.
You know?
What at the time you felt like Obama was sexy and what did you say? You said
What did I
something.
say?
You said,
Jesse, what are you sorry?
You said something like Obama was. You said Obama was this sexiest, most amazing person in the world.
I said that.
Do you still feel that way now that you support Trump? And I'll get to the great heart, I hope in a minute. Do you still see Obama?
Well, Jesse Lee Pizza is like the biggest coon, right? He is the biggest coon, man. That's what I promise you he is. He said he's the Trump, the great white hope, man. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
In that way?
You said that I said Obama was sexy and what?
No, not sexy. Classiest.
I said classiest?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was brainwashed. What do you want me to say?
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's amazing that we can be brainwashed and don't know that we're brainwashed. Isn't that mind-blowing?
It's crazy.
Wow.
You know, when I had a conversation with Candace Owens, she made me.
And that's very true. That's a very good point. You know, we could be brain polluted and not know that we're brain polluted. And this is why we literally have to pray that the Holy Spirit stays with us, right? So our brains don't become polluted and we fall back into the world. That's the whole thing about constantly enduring, right? Because you can be 1 minute in this thing, the next minute you're out of it, right?
Me feel much better because I didn't know that she was a raging feminist like me. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
She told me that. She was like, Amber, I was a feminist. I was, you know, she was at the protests and like the marches and all that stuff too. And that's why we need to have these conversations for other people and have patience with other people and really talk to them.
If I knew that about her, I don't remember knowing that. But I may have heard that a long time ago.
Yeah. It was a long time ago.
So now that you're a single mother, do you feel like a single mother? What's that feeling like for you, not being married and have kids?
Well, I was married, but I don't feel like a single mother.
Oh, okay.
No, because my kids' fathers are really in their lives.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's
so it's
good.
not like I'm doing it alone.
Right. So,
sisters, being a whore, as the Bible says it, that's going to lead you to being a single mother. That's going to definitely lead you to being a single mother. This is why this lesson is being put out, right? This is why we're reviewing these things right here, because there's a detachment. There's a detachment from, you know, my grandma to the new G-Mons these days, right? The new 40-year-old G-Mons these days, the new 30-year-old G-Mons these days, right? There's a detachment. The G-Mon today has a BBL. The G-Mon has a BBL. The grandma, right, what I had, right, back in the 80s and the 90s and stuff like that, she had an apron on, right? She knew how to bake, right? I had a great auntie, my great auntie used to know how to make some baked banana pudding. What woman today knows how to bake bread, right? What woman out there knows? I mean, look, if you're a sister out there watching, right? Put a one in the chat if you know how to bake some bread from scratch, right? These things don't exist anymore. There ain't no sisters out there baking no bread these days.
do you talk to other women now? Do you go around giving talks about the way it was and that they can change, and here's how you can change?
Not yet.
You have not? And why not?
I just want to focus on me right now.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'm just happy that I'm not brainwashed anymore, and I need to like fully help myself before I help other people.
Right.
I truly felt slighted. I really looked.
She said she felt slighted. That means she felt that she was like tricked, is what she's saying. The Yantis of today, right? The sexy reds, you younger women that's coming underneath them, you are being tricked. You are being fooled. There's no men waiting. You're not going to get to the age of 25, 30, or 30 years old, right? And then go all of a sudden to the Christian church and you're going to find your Boaz. The men ain't in the church no more. It ain't nothing but a whole bunch of broke wrist men up in there right now, right? Because the Christian real men will question the things that are coming out of the pastor's mouth. The real men can't deal with all that effeminate behavior. So they ain't inside these Christian churches anymore. All women want to get together to do is have these women conferences where they just bash men and they think they're going to get a man. It don't work that way. You have to be submissive, right? These women are tricking you. They are like her out of Amber Rose's own mouth. She said she felt slighted. Let's play.
Back. And I was like, why didn't anyone have a conversation with me?
She said, why didn't anyone have a conversation with me? Well, guess what? Is here to have a conversation with you young sisters, right? Is here to have a conversation with you younger sisters out there to tell you that that is not the way. Being a 304 is not the way.
Why didn't anyone say, hey, maybe you can look at life this way?
Right.
You know, even when not long ago, Caitlin Clark came out and she was like, I know that I have white privilege and I know,
Oh, man.
you know, and I saw so many people on the right unfollow her, talk shit about her. And I was just like, she thinks she's saying the right thing.
Absolutely.
She doesn't understand that she's not saying the right thing, but we need to talk to people like her.
This is literally goes back to you young sisters. You think that you're doing the right thing, right? Cardi B thinks she's doing the right thing, right? Look at the position Cardi B is in right now. She leaves one dude for supposedly cheating and stuff like that, just to get with another dude who's having 2 babies or whatever. However many babies that guy's having, right? What was the point in doing all that, right? Women think that they're doing the right thing by just leaving the man, walking out, right? Thinking you're going to find the bigger nigga. The grass is greener on the other side. But guess what? The grass ain't greener on the other side. You need to stick with what you got, work it out. You know, not jumping from rod to rod to rod to rod. Let's play.
And let her know that, like, babe, that's
Right.
you're talented and people come out to see you because you're great. It's not because you're white.
I had thought she caved in because at one point she was just being herself and not caving into the pressure. I thought maybe she just caved into the pressure.
She did.
Because the blacks would treat her bad on court. They would call her names. And it was just the pressure that made her.
Yeah, a lot of this my sisters do what they do is because of pressure. Let me go on to we're gonna go into the next video. We're going to the next video, right? Let's see. Let's go to this next video. Now this dude is he's a coon. He's married to a Edomite. You know, some of y'all may have seen him before. But this conversation that he has, right, is very, very interesting right here.
Anyway, Shirley,
David,
where you from?
originally,
And
like I'm not from
She
here.
not from-
I
Where
was
you
born
from?
in New York,
You was born in New York. Okay.
and I live here.
I would say fair use, fair use, fair use. These are our thoughts and our opinions and our views. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
And you live here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brooklyn.
Cool. From Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Word.
The finest.
And what do you do for a living?
Wow, I didn't know we were asking personal questions.
It's gonna get a little personal.
I work at a dental office.
Dental office. Okay.
Yeah.
And relationship status?
Relationship status?
Yeah.
It's complicated.
Here go the first one, right? Relationship status, you share that pulse, huh? What that means is she's promiscuous. What that means is that she's clapping them cheeks for everyone. Let's go. Let me go to the book of, what is it? Ecclesiasticus. I think it's chapter what is it, 7? Let me see. No. Let me hold on. Bear with me a second. Hold on. Bear with me 1 second. I think it's in Ecclesiasticus. Getting a little old. Let me see. Ecclesiasticus 36 and 21. Let's see. It says, a woman will receive every man. So women will receive any man, every man, right? Yet is one daughter better than another, right? She said it's complicated. That means she's dealing with other men on the side, right? She has a complicated relationship. Let's play.
It's complicated.
Mm,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So it's complicated. All right. Run is falling. Hold up. Technical difficulty. Let's pull this over a little bit.
I can't wait for my question.
That right there.
Oh, I'm getting turned. That's my relationship status.
I'm doing it by myself today. Got no producer, so we good.
Cause
My name is Diamond.
Diamond.
Yes.
Is that your stripper name or your real name?
No.
Y'all remember Diamond from the Players Club, right? How many y'all put a one in the chat if you remember Diamond and Trixie from the Players Club? Who named their daughter Diamond these days anyway? That's what I'm saying.
That's your real name?
You name your daughter Diamond and you're already putting that spirit on her, right? You're already putting that spirit of promiscuity on her. Diamond.
No, that's my government name.
That's your government name?
Yes.
Okay. And Diamond,
I'm 23.
23. What
I
do you do
am
for a living?
a nail technician.
Nice.
Yep.
How long you been doing that for?
Since 2019.
Okay.
Yep.
Word.
But not too much on my nails because
relationship status.
Single.
yes, sir.
Okay. How long you been single for?
Since like January of this year.
Word.
Okay. Since so
far we got 2 women that are single and they're not virgins. They're not virgins. Virgins meaning never laid with a man before. They're virgin meaning being they're young women. Yes, they're young women for sure, right? But they are not virgins meaning that they right now currently have their hymen intact.
you've been single for 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm
hot
out
girl
here.
summer? You had a hot girl summer?
No, because
A baby mama.
I'm a baby mom and my baby dad was locked up, so I was holding it down.
I feel you.
So
She said I'm a baby mama. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 42 and verse 9. The father waketh for the daughter when no man knoweth. So that means the father is going to be always looking out for his daughter. He's going to have her best interest. He's going to be responsible for his daughter. The father waketh for the daughter when no man knoweth, and the care for her taketh away sleep. Meaning a father is not going to get no sleep, knowing that his daughter's out in the world somewhere, right? A father is literally going to stay up, after the prom, right? After the homecoming, right? And 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, right? I'm going to tell that and give that young man a curfew. Have my daughter back by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock or whatever. And you bet not touch a hair on her head, right? That father's going to be waiting for his daughter to walk through the house, right? The father's going to be going through her phone, right? A father's going to be like what T.I. did, right? A few years ago, right? When he went to his daughter, to her, I think it was like a gynecologist appointment. It might have been, I believe, right? That's what a father's going to do. So it says, and the care for her taketh away sleep. A father ain't gonna do all this for a young man, for his son, right? It says, when she is young, lest she pass away the flower of her age, and being married, lest she should be hated. A father is going to try to get his daughter married to a righteous man who fears the Most High, right? Verse 10, in her virginity, lest she should be defiled and gotten with child in her father's house. This woman says she's a baby mama. See that? And having a husband, lest she should misbehave herself. And when she is married, lest she should be buried. Verse 11, keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter. What did the Bible say? Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter. The listening audience didn't hear you. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies, and a byword in the city, and a reproach among the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude. This is the Bible right here, speaking right here. Why is this young woman a baby mama with no father, with the dad ain't around like that, right? Let's play on.
All right.
She said,
You having hot girl winner.
I'm a mother.
No
drama.
Okay.
Yeah.
And moving right along, name, age, and where you from?
KB. I'm from around the way. And I'm young and turned, you know?
You young and turned.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Word. And what do you do for a living?
Chopping and finessing. I do hair
Chopping and
too. Shout out Finesse by Bella.
Yeah. Get into it.
Okay. Finesse by Bella. You do hair, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. That's what's up. And relationship status?
Young and turned.
Young and turned? So that means you.
Young and turned means she's single, means she's promiscuous, means she's a 304. So we got 3 304s so far. 3 single 304s.
You're single.
Yes.
You talking? So you're not talking to no one?
Hell no.
No one at all?
No. Unless you're talking to my Cash App.
Oh, man. Do you really send money to your Cash App?
Yes, sir, ski.
That's wild.
Yeah, get in line.
So those guys.
So this is what will make your father a laughing stock. She's telling men to get in line, get in line. I mean, this is just like it leaves you like literally speechless right here, because it's so hurtful to a father, right? To hear his daughter on a channel that has over 500,000 subscribers, hundreds of thousands of views, and his daughter saying to men, "Get in line." Let that sink in. This is what the Christian church is not teaching us right here. Teaching the women. This is what the Christian church. This is what Christian YouTubers want to do, right? So we come out with videos like this. We tell people to fear the Most High. We tell people to keep the commandments. But yet the Christian YouTuber will come to us, right, and tell us Galatians 3:28, John 3:16. We need to repent, right? We, the ones that are teaching the law, statutes, and commandments, teaching righteousness right here. We are the ones that are wrong. We are trying to tell our people to clean yourself up. Tell our young women to clean themselves up. Tell the young men to clean themselves up, right? We are doing these things right here, right? But yet we are the ones that are teaching a false doctrine. Make that make sense. One of you Christians out there, make it make sense. We telling our sisters to put on some clothes, be modest, to fear the Most High. What is wrong with that? I'm waiting.
Guys that send money to your Cash App, are those guys that you are sexually active with, or you have them in a friend zone?
No, I'm not selling pussy.
Okay.
That part.
So what are they? Are these guys that's in your friend zone?
Tricks.
So they tricks.
Yeah.
Chicken, if you got it, what you asked?
You see? She said, what are these guys? Tricks. Tricks.
You not tricking if you got it.
You're not tricking if you got it.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
And
I'm only f***ing with you if you got it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get into more details with that, because we did we got into a little bit of that the last episode. But moving right along to yourself, name, age, and where you from?
My name is Lila. I'm from out here. Well, I'm from out of town, actually.
You from Allentown?
Yeah, I'm 24.
Okay. Word. That's what's up.
Single as fuck.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a CNA.
CNA. Word. Okay. Cool. How long you been doing that for?
I actually just started doing it. I just got my CNA license in May. So
Period.
Okay. You just got it in May.
I was like serving for like 5 years and shit like that. I'm like, I gotta do something.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 7, and verse 24. Hast thou daughters, brothers out there? You got daughters out there, right? Have a care of their body. Have a care of their body. Meaning that they shouldn't be dressing how they dress, showing the cleavage. right? They should be promiscuous, giving their body to any Tom, Dick, and Harry, right? That means you're supposed to watch over your daughter's body until she's given away in marriage. This should frustrate fathers out there, grandfathers out there, uncles out there, brothers out there. And show not thyself cheerful toward them. And this is what the Christian church has done. Show themselves cheerful to these loose women. Woman, thou art loose. This is what the Christian church has done. Showing themselves cheerful, laughing with them, joking with them. This is what the Yanti has done. Laughing with them, joking with them, as we see when we first started this class, right? Verse 25, marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter. When a father marries his daughter, that's a hard and heavy thing to do. A hard and heavy thing to do. Right? I'm not even sure what the number is. You know, last I checked, I think it was like 80% of black women are unmarried, never been married, never will get married. That's a heavy thing, a hard thing to do. So that's telling me that if I'm able to marry my daughter's most high willing, that's a weighty matter right there. But give her to a man of understanding. You can't just give her to any nigga, right? You can't just give her to Day Day. You can't give her to Jamal. You can't give her to Donnell, right? You can't just give them to these guys out here, niggas in the world. You have to give her to a man of understanding. Verse 26, hast thou a wife after thy mind? That your wife is supposed to be after your own mind, right? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman. There's a lot of these are light women right here, meaning airheads, bimbos.
Yeah.
Okay. And relationship status?
Yeah, I'm single.
You single? How long you been single for?
Since last February.
Last February. Dang, you've been single for what? A year and a half. Over that.
I love
that. About to be going on 2 years. So year and 9 months. All right. Cool. Well, when was your last relationship, actually?
Huh?
When was your last relationship?
When was it?
Yeah, like when? Well, you've been single since February, but you haven't, like, what you've been doing this whole year and some change. You've been dating, or what you been doing?
Doing me.
Doing me, that's another way to say being a hoe.
Summer this year or nah?
Yeah, it was hot girl summer, get the bag summer, you know.
Hot girl summer is another way of saying being a hoe. Get the bag summer, that's another way of saying being a hoe.
Bad summer, all that, all in one.
It was all of that? Okay.
All in one.
We're say no more. All right, so we're going to get into the podcast, ladies. Thank you for coming. First question on the panel is going to be very simple. And if y'all have questions, don't hesitate to ask. You got something that come up on your mind, be like, yo, I got a question. Let me know. We'll do a question. But we're going to start simple. We're going to start with you over here. Describe your ideal man. So, race, income, and height.
Race. I don't really have a preference, honestly.
You don't have a preference?
I don't know. I really don't. Yeah, race, I don't really care.
Okay.
Height, you just got to be taller than me, and I'm not that tall, so I'm only 5'2".
So with race, you'll date an Asian?
I would date an Asian, yeah.
Have you ever dated an Asian?
Yeah, I've dated an Asian, yeah.
You've dated an Asian?
Yes, I have.
Dang, this okay. Nothing wrong with that. Cool.
Yes,
and
I have.
You said height, tall.
Okay, let's go to what the law says about that, right? Let's see what the law says about dating outside of your race. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7. Let's go to verse 3. Because these are things that our people have not been taught. These are things that our sisters haven't been taught. So we're going to address these things, right? This is Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son. So she's not supposed to be given to an Asian. That don't even make no sense to me right here, right? How you have a daughter of Zion, right? You know, more than likely, right? A daughter of Zion, right? Wanted to be with an Asian. What much does an Asian have to offer besides maybe a bank account, right? Those are two separate cultures right there. Because she's out, she said it from the beginning. She said she's chasing the bag. That was one of her things, right? Knowing he has money. It says, thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods, right? Because we understand that the Asians have their own gods. She's not going to want to follow the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, but she's going to want to follow the power of the Asian deity or whatever, right? Krishna, Buddha, whatever it may be. So will the anger of the Most High be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly. That's what's going to happen. Let's get another verse, right? Let's go to the book of First Ezra, chapter 8. And let's go to verse, let me see. Let's go to verse, what is it? Let me see. Let's go to verse 69. First Ezra chapter 8 and verse 69. The nation of Israel, the princes, the priests, and Levites have not put away from them the strange people of the land. Let's see, because she said an Asian, right? Nor the pollution of the Gentiles, to wit, of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, and the Moabites, the Asians, right? Egyptians and Edomites. For both they and their sons have married with their daughters, and the holy seed is mixed with the strange people of the land. And from the beginning of this matter, the rulers and the great men have been partakers of iniquity. So interracial marriage is iniquity, right? Let's go to First Ezra chapter 9, and let's go to verse 17. So their cause that held strange wives was brought to an end in the first day of the first month. And the priests that were come together and had strange wives, there were found. You know, we can drop that right. We can drop that because that's going into the same thing as well, right? You can read that chapter for yourself. It's First Ezra chapter 9. We do have a lot to cover on this verse. So let me move on. Let me keep
Older than you. How tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
You 5'2"?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you super short. So if the dude is 5'5", you cool with that?
No. Like, you gotta be taller than me when I got the heels on.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
You know what I mean?
so what's your height preference? 5'8", 6 foot? Like, what do you prefer?
Yeah, I would say like.
Because this is your ideal man. What do you prefer?
Ideal, like if I could just make up a man.
If you could make up a man, what would be his race, height, and
So
income?
if I could just make up a man.
Go workshop.
For sure, like Blasian. For real, like
said
my
what?
Blasian.
Blasian, so black and Asian?
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
They think that's something exotic.
That's a little unique, I guess.
I got one of those in the
That is a little unique.
Yeah, and then the height. If we talking, I'd be like six something.
6 something? 6 what?
6 something.
6 something. Okay.
Only probably about maybe 10% of men, 15 to 10% of men are over 6 feet in the world, right? You're not gonna find this woman. You'll find one that's gonna clap them cheeks, but that's about it.
And
what was the other
income?
question? Income?
Yeah, income.
Big bag, like.
Big bag. So what's a big bag? Give me a figure.
6 and up.
6 and up? 6 figures and up, you mean?
You said ideal man, right?
Yeah, ideal man.
Yeah.
So we talking
that right,
low
sis.
6 figures?
Ideal.
Because 6 figures is 100,000 a year. We talking mid,
up.
$500,000.
And up.
Well, give a figure, like your ideal.
I thought I just
You
did.
said 6 figures, but like
A
we're
dollar
at 6
amount?
figures is a lot. You could say thousands, and well, what thousands would that be? Or you could
Like
say
100,000.
You could say 5 figures.
Like
100,000. So
no,
you
not
going with
100,000.
you
I said
going
100,000.
so
Like
you
it
going
could
with
go
1, 2, 300,000?
up there,
need
yeah, up there.
specifics.
Why?
Just give me something. It's an ideal. Say a
On
number.
the dot is crazy.
Yeah, on a dot is crazy.
No, I don't got to be on a dot, but is it 100, 200, 300,000? What is it?
More than me.
Right.
More than you? Okay. All right. So, you said
So a woman is supposed to be a helpmeet, right? A woman is supposed to be a helpmeet, right? Let me get that real quick. So she's describing the type of man that she wants, right? Let's go to the book of Genesis, chapter 2, and verse 18. And it reads, "And the Most High said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him an helpmeet for him." Women are supposed to be a helpmeet to a man, right? And so she's describing what she wants this non-realistic man to be, right? 6 figures, 6 feet tall, right? Blasian, right? Any man that takes any one of these women on as a wife, this is what they're doing right here. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 15. Know ye not that your bodies are the members of Hamashiach Yahushua? So this, you brothers, you men out there, right? Understand that you are members of Hamashiach Yahushua. Shall I then take the members of Hamashiach Yahushua, you brothers, right, and make them the members of an harlot? Should you be connected, joined with an harlot? Most High forbid. What? Know ye not that he which is joined to an harlot, meaning a whole, a 304, right, is one body. Now you're going to take on all her demons that she has on her, right? You're going to take on all her issues, right, by laying with these 304s. For two, saith he, shall be one flesh. See that? So men, beware, because these women, right, they have toxic vaginas. Toxic.
Black and Asian. You said 6 something, and you said 100,000 something. I guess I'll let you slide with that. but going on to you, Bella.
Yeah.
Ideal man.
Ideal man.
Breeze, y'all.
Yeah,
this
honestly, race, like you said, race. What's
Race?
up? Yeah, what else? Race.
So
what
race,
else?
height.
Just building a sports shop. Build that.
Yeah,
Building
race,
a-
height, and income. Those
6
three.
foot and above. You gotta have that thing in between them legs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Race, honestly.
You heard what she said? Gotta have them thing between them legs. Meaning what? She's experienced. Means she has tried out a lot of things in between them legs. Her words, not my words, right? That's what she has done.
If you're not white, I'm sorry, I'm not with no white boys. I
Yeah.
don't like my meat pink.
The fellas
my
definitely
best
gonna
friend,
want to
for
know
real.
though. So I gotta ask. So, cause you said
That's
the
my best
thing
friend,
in
for real.
between your legs. How much is that thing thanging? Because it could
It
have
needs to be
a strong.
Yeah, like you could walk on 3 legs. A strong 5. Oh,
So what's your
no.
preference?
What's a 5?
yeah, 5 is a little too short.
So what's your preference?
Thick and long, like Nikki said.
You don't. So y'all just saying long. Like what's long to you?
And long.
What's long to you?
Heavy on the thick.
Like it's gotta be like
just
halfway
long,
past your
like-
leg. Like if it's
Yeah,
halfway
like,
hard, like that's
I
I can
Five?
see it when you
Yeah,
got the
5
shit
is
on.
too
Like,
short.
If my grandma was still living right now, right, and she heard these women talking like this right here, like, I mean, I couldn't even imagine what she would do if she heard my cousins talking like this right here. But this is why these classes are really, really needed right here, because this is so embarrassing. but somebody has to deal with it because the Christian church doesn't deal with it. The Christian YouTubers, God logic, right? Non-logic. He's not going to deal with this. Bryce Crawford, they are not dealing with this. Elijah, the fake prophet, right? He is not going to deal with this. What they will deal with us about is about a Trinity doctrine, right? That's what they're going to deal with us about. They're going to deal with us about keeping the laws and everybody can be saved. But what about these sisters right here that's on the panel right here, right? How they're talking. What did they say? They believe in Jesus. I'm pretty sure all of them are going to say they got some type of relationship with Jesus. They're all going to say that, right? What do all you, the vocab Malones of the world, what do you have to say about these women right here that are talking about they want a man that's walking on 3 legs and stuff like that? Pause. What are you going to say about these women up here that's talking about they need a hot girl summer and stuff like that? Where's people? Where's the what is it? The Mike Ty's addressing this issue right here, right? Where are you at? But what are we dealing with today right now in Israel? We're dealing with things like what? Was John in the truth, right? Did Paul teach idolatry? Like, come on. We need to deal with the things that literally matter about the salvation, waking our people up, getting them out of the indoctrination. Yo, don't eat foods giving it to an idol, right? Don't do it. It's that simple, right? Just don't do it. We need to worry about the things that matter, like our young sisters. Next week, we're going to go into the young brothers, the YNs, because they don't know the fear of the Most High. That's what matters. What matters is the fear of the Most High. And this goes to your other nations as well. See that? Yeah, it's sad, I mean, buying, wearing trash. I mean, that's the thing, they don't have to be trash. Let me pull up a scripture since you said that. Let me go to Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 22. It says, as a jewel of gold in a swine's snout. These sisters, they're pretty sisters, right? They're beautiful daughters of Zion, right? But it says, as a jewel of gold in a swine's snout. Nobody's going to want to wear a jewel of gold that's been inside of a pig's nose. So is a fair woman which is without discretion. These women have no discretion, no shame in their game whatsoever. Let's play.
Like 6 and thick is cool. 7 and thick, yeah.
Okay, so 7,
8 and thick is like,
okay, so you're going between 7 and 8. All right,
yeah,
cool.
7 and 8.
And then,
honestly, my ideal man is like a dark skin, fine chocolate man, 6 foot, got the motherfucking bag, know how to love a lady. Heavy on the love a lady.
Heavy on that.
These dudes be having like mommy, daddy issues. I don't want none of that. None of that.
I feel you. So let's get to specifics. So income.
Income. You gotta have that bag. Like,
what's the bag?
6-figure type of dude. You know what I'm saying?
And these women are so silly and don't know nothing. This is why Unc is up here to teach them. A 6-figure dude, right? 6 figures. 6 figures can be 100,000, right? 100,000 ain't nothing if you live in somewhere like New York City. If you live somewhere like California, 6 figures. What does that mean? 6 figures. 6 figures, right?
You gotta have more than me, cause I'm a young bitch having emotions.
Are you going with like just 100,000, 200,000, 300,000?
I can't really put a dollar amount on it, if that's okay with you.
You said you're 23, I guess.
Yeah, but you gotta have more than me.
When you get a little older, you'll see that it's.
They are trash, but we got to correct these sisters right here. We have to do it. As men, we have to correct these women. We have to correct them because the church ain't doing it. It ain't no grandmas no more. The grandma, the new grandma these days, Robert, is 40 years old, 35 years old. That's the new grandma. It ain't no old grandma anymore that wakes up and starts cooking the greens at 9 o'clock in the morning. Those grandmas don't exist no more. We don't got the grandmas that wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning, start cooking the greens, start folding up the laundry, or hanging up the laundry outside to dry, folding up the laundry, right? And in between, she's watching Murder, She Wrote, right? We don't got them grandmas anymore. We don't got them grandmas that know how to bake bread. These women don't know how to bake bread at all. So I agree with your sentiment, Robert, but we have to teach them. We have to teach these sisters. We have to teach the young woman.
100,000 versus even
100
200,000.
Yeah, 100
There's a
and
huge
up.
difference.
100 and up. Yeah. Cause
But
are we talking monthly, yearly? Like
yeah.
you
So
not being
let me,
fair
because
as
y'all
well.
young, let me give y'all an understanding of what a six-figure is.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So there's levels to even being a six-figure. You get what I'm saying?
So I guess 200,000 a year.
Okay, 200,000. There we go. That's better.
Yeah. If you not having.
Hey, that's right. Hey, let me put that comment on the screen. He said, we don't even know if they're real women anymore. We have to let God handle it now. Hey, you know what? That's funny you say that. Hey, this is what I suggest a lot of brothers do, right? This is what I strongly suggest because Robert, he has a point right here. We don't know if they real women anymore. What I suggest you brothers out there do, right, is get at a sister that has at least one child, right? I don't care if that child is grown, adult, or whatever, but ask her, have you had one C-section or vaginal birth, right? That should be your criteria for searching for a woman these days. Because you're right. You don't know if you're dealing with a real woman, right? They can change their birth certificate now. Either have them do a chromosome test to make sure they don't got no X and Y chromosome, right? Or see if they had a baby before, either vaginal or C-section, right?
If you're not bringing more to what I bring to a table, I'm not fucking with you.
Right.
A lot of dudes be like, I live alone, but you walk in the house and they dead grandma dying on the couch, like.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
So we gonna move it. So you said a black dude, chocolate. You said
R.I.P. grandma.
over 6 foot. Then you said $200,000 a year, and you said 7. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Moving right along to you. Ideal man.
So I'm young, like I'm still trying to figure out what I like and what I don't like. But what I don't like, oh no, let me build a nigga workshop. So definitely a black man. You can come in all sorts of different flavors. I don't care. Like my bestie said, no white pink meat. Nope. No, thank you. Unseasoned, no adobo, no sazon.
Unless you Syrian, like you can give me a gas station for my birthday.
Hello,
Not even that. Next. Honestly, you just gotta be taller than me, like she said. I don't want no short men. Gotta be packing where you ain't lacking. If the sex ain't popping, we ain't jocking. But I'm not a rapper.
Let's look at the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, and verse 16. Moreover, the Most High saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, meaning they are 304s, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, meaning they have this lustful look in their eyes, right? Walking and mincing as they go, right? Switching, got the BBLs. And making a twinkling with their feet, have them stilettos, right? And I just found out stilettos is also talking about nails as well, but I'm talking about the heels, right? And making a twinkling with their feet. Therefore, the Most High will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, meaning he's going to make their glory their hair. He's going to give them a scab, meaning making them bald, lose their hair, alopecia. And the Most High will discover their secret parts, right? When a woman's out in that strip club, all she's doing is showing everything she has. OnlyFans, showing all that she has, her secret parts. In that day, the Most High will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet and their calls and their round tires like the moon. The round tires that's talking about the big hoop earrings that sisters like to wear. The chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets. Bonnets is in the Bible. Sisters love going to a Walmart, Target wearing bonnets, like Auntie Monique said, right? Sister, stop going to these stores, grocery stores, in pajamas and bonnets. No dude is checking for that. No dude is looking for a wife that's wearing a bonnet and pajamas to the grocery store. We're just not checking for it. Like, we're not looking for wifey material like that. Men are not looking for that. They looking something that they can just smash real quick. It says the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings and nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel and the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses and the fine linen and the hoods and the veils. And it shall come to pass, we're talking about our sisters, right? Like the brother said, the simple women, that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink, right? I mean, with a show of hands, right? How many know sisters in the hood named Stink? I can name 2 or 3 of them off the back right now. Stinks in the world, right? That's right, stink. Meaning that they KEWCHIE or CHE is gonna be stink, right? Read it from the Bible right now. And it shall come to pass, meaning it's surely going to happen, that instead of sweet smell, that sweet aroma of a sister, right, there shall be stink. And instead of a girdle, a rent. So these sisters are, their lower areas is going to smell like hell. It's going to smell like Newport. It's going to smell like the last guy. It's going to smell like whatever strawberry flavored vape they've been smoking on. That's what it means. And instead of a girdle, a rent. And instead of well set hair, baldness. This is why our sisters have to be going to these beauty supply stores, digging inside of the dang trash can where the Moabites put the hair at, and put a tag on it, say 30% off, playing you so-called black women, and you buy it out of there. I've seen this with my own eyes. Sisters digging in a trash can that says 30% our clearance sale on weave and hair, and it's inside of a trash can at the beauty supply store, and they're buying it like crazy. I've seen it. And instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty, and you know what that means. Let's play on.
And then
income, like I said, money don't matter. So like, as long as you loving me the way I'm supposed to be getting loved, definitely. I mean, I've been with a nigga that I make more.
She said she's supposed, as long as that nigga is loving me the way I should be loved. Bro, your actions, your behavior, how you talk shows that you ain't gonna get too much love like you think you're gonna get, right? You're gonna just be a jump off. You're gonna be listed inside of his contacts as the sneaky link. What you doing? What you got going on? That's what you're gonna be listed as. You ain't gonna be showing no love. You're gonna be giving some hard D and bubble gum like they used to say back in the day.
Money then.
Can he truly love you the way you want to be loved if he's only making $40,000 a year?
No, I mean, he, like, unfortunately, I feel like that's another topic we should talk about, like
inflation,
because like money unfortunately is everything. So it's like,
I want to bring this out because the brother did say simple woman. Proverbs chapter 9 and verse 13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. Like the brother said, a simple woman. For she sitteth at the door of her house on a seat in the high places of the city, to call passengers who go right on their ways. Whoso is simple, so these are simple women, and there are simple Negroes, right? Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. And as for him that wanteth understanding, she saith to him, stolen waters are sweet. What does that mean? Stolen waters are sweet. Meaning what? She has a man already. You want a piece of it? Come steal it. Come take it. Come take another man's possession, another man's property, right? Hold that real quick. Because you women, right? When you lay with a man, you become that man's possession. Let me show y'all that real quick. We'll come right back to this. Let's get that real quick out of the book of Sirach. Ecclesiasticus. Let's get that real quick out of the book of Ecclesiasticus. 36 and verse 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession. Means property. You get property, right? A help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. Not a pillar of stress, but a pillar of rest. Let's go back to Proverbs again, chapter 9. What was on? 14? No, 17. Proverbs 9 and 17. Stolen waters are sweet. When you take another man's woman, you are stealing another man's property. It's like taking his car. It's like breaking into his home, right? That's another man's possession right there. His woman. And a man will lose his mind behind his woman. We'll get that too. Stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. My man don't got to know about this. My man is gone away on a far trip. He has appointed time to come back home, right? Being the Jody boy, as they say in the military, right? And bread eaten in secret is pleasant. Keep it on the down low. Nobody has to know. That's why R. Kelly got his A beat inside that video right there, right? Want to keep things on the low, on the hush. But he knoweth not that the dead are there. The dead are there, meaning what? Inside, between that woman, right? She has a toxic, polluted vagina. But he knoweth not that the dead are there. Meaning there's a lot of dead babies up inside her, between her legs. And that her guests are in the depths of hell. Meaning she has collected bodies. She has bodies on her. Body after body after body. These women have bodies on them right now. It says, and that her guests are in the depths of hell. They all have guests on them right now, right? Many men. Let's go to the book of Proverbs. I think it's chapter 6 I want. Let's go to verse 25. Lust not after her beauty in thy heart. Because these women, they're beautiful women. But the Bible instructs us, don't lust after these 304s right here. Lust not after her beauty in thy heart, meaning in your mind. Neither let her take thee with her eyelids. They got lashes on. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread. I mean, you lose everything behind this. And the adulteress will hunt for the precious life. These women are hunting right now. They are on the hunt for the souls of the young and the old men, right? Can a man take fire in his bosom and his clothes not be burned? Can one go upon hot coals and his feet not be burned? It's giving you an analogy right here. It's saying, can you deal with these things and not be burned? Can you deal with these 304s and you don't end up burned? Not only physically, but spiritually as well. So he that goeth into his neighbor's wife, because all these women are literally somebody's wife right now. Wife. Right? Whose wife do they belong to? That question is for the Most High. For Hamashiach Yahushua. I don't know who they belong to, right? A lot of these sisters that are inside of this truth, right? If you left a man inside of this truth, you still belong to that man. I don't care. The Bible says you are still connected to that man as long as he liveth. So there's a lot of sisters inside this truth that are camp hopping from one camp to another camp to another camp, dealing with man after man after man after man, being an adulteress. That stuff has to be checked, right? So he that goeth into his neighbor's wife, whosoever toucheth her shall not be innocent. You're not innocent if you touch another man's wife. Let me jump down to verse 32. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. A wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. For jealousy is the rage of a man. Another man, a man laying with your wife, is going to cause rage, jealousy. He is going to be ready to unalive something behind his woman. Therefore, he will not spare in the day of vengeance, right? He ain't going to spare you, right? They got crimes called crimes of passion. A dude blacked out because he caught another man, he caught the pastor sleeping with his woman. And he blacked out and unalived somebody. Verse 35, he will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. Meaning you can't pay a dude any type of money, right, to get his forgiveness for you sleeping with his wife. What's that one wicked song? I got to get that wicked song real quick. What is that song? Hold on. I'm gonna come right back to this real quick. Well, let me remember the time marker real quick on this right here. 13:31. Let me remember the time marker real quick, right? Let me see. I gotta show this one wicked song, right? I got to show this right real quick since we on this topic. Here we go. I gotta pull this up real quick. All right. This is fair use. Okay, so we'll get right back to that video. Fair use. This is a commentary on this song right here. Fair use. Wait, hold on. I didn't even notice that. Look at this picture right here. This picture is off right here, yo. I didn't even notice this on this. Look at this. Give this fair use. Look at this wicked picture right here, right? You got two men. She hugged up on two men like that. Let's see what the song is about. I wish he didn't trust me so much. Fair use. This is an educational breakdown of this video.
I'm the best friend he's got. I give him the shirt off my back. He knows he can trust me with his life. But each time he leaves me alone with his wife. I wish he didn't trust me so much.
Did y'all hear what this man said? He said he's the best friend, right, of his life, but he leaves me alone with his wife. Paraphrasing, I wish he didn't trust me so much. This is got to be the most wickedest song. I mean, probably for a very, very long time.
He really trusts me too much.
And this is seduction at its finest. They put the beat, the music on it, and everything, leading Israelites to commit adultery right here.
How can he be so blind? We both got the same good taste, but he should know when he's gone on his business. business trips. I can't help watching this woman without losing my grip.
I can't help when he's going on his business trips to be watching his. Hold on, let me get the verse on this. Let me get the verse on this real quick. What I think it's Proverbs 7. Let me get that real quick. Let me see where it's 7 and. Okay, let me see. All right, hold on. Let me rewind just a little bit.
Can't help watching this woman.
Wait, hold on, rewind just a little bit more. We're gonna read the scripture right here. The Bible is a real book, yo, a real book. It's a living book.
But he should know when he's gone on his business trips.
He's gone on his business trips. What did he say?
I can't help watching this woman without losing my grip.
He's just burned in his lust right now, right? Burned in his love for another man's wife. When a man is going on his business trip, he gets burned in his lust, right? Let's read it out of the Bible. Let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 7. I'm going to start at verse 13. So she caught him and kissed him, and with an impudent face said unto him. Let me get a quick definition for impudent face, right? So we can know what we're reading right here. It means impudent, without shame, shameless. And we read about a shameless daughter. Shame, without shame, shameless. That's what it means to be impudent, right? So let me read it again. Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 13. So she caught him and kissed him, and with an impudent face, a shameless face, said unto him, knowing that she got a husband, knowing that she's married, right? I have peace offerings with me. This day have I paid my vows. Therefore came I forth to meet thee diligently, to seek thy face, and I have found thee. I have decked my bed with coverings of tapestry, meaning she got them satin silk sheets on the bed, right? With the flowers and the rose petal, and it smells like perfume, right? With carved works, with fine linen of Egypt. She has that 1,000 count Egyptian linen, fine linen. The breathable linen, I think is what they call it. They're on that Tempur-Pedic king size bed. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning. Let us solace ourselves with loves. For the good man is not at home. He is gone a long journey. He hath taken a bag of money with him and will come home at the day appointed. Let's rewind what this Negro said. Let's rewind what he said.
On his business trips, I can't help in good taste. But he should know when he's gone on his business trips. I can't help watching this woman without losing my grip.
You see that when he's gone on his business trip, his mind just goes crazy, right? He just explodes out of lust. Read on. Let's play on.
I wish he didn't trust me so much. I think he really trusts me too much. Though I swear, oh, it's not my will, but it's something about the way she makes me feel.
He said it's not his will. It's the will of Satan. Let me go fast forward. Make sure we say fair use, fair use.
We've got a problem, baby. I think you really trust me too much. Though I swear, oh, it's not my will, but it's something about the way she makes me feel. Lord, I'm so scared of what I do. Is she stop?
And this nigga is singing this thing with all his heart, right? He putting his heart and soul in being an adulterer, right? This is what we're talking about right here. And I think the video, he fades into the darkness. Let's see what the last part of the video what happens.
Tired of playing second fiddle.
He says he's tired of playing second fiddle, and I believe I thumbs down this thing because I dislike it, right? And you should dislike this too, right? You should dislike wickedness, evilness. And what we always say is, what's wrong with doing what is right? What's wrong with doing the right thing? What's wrong with keeping the law, statutes, and commandments? Like, I really want these YouTubers that be trying to come call themselves.
It's like you can't be with a broke nigga and these days.
Tell us what's wrong with what we're doing. We're out there teaching our people to come out of adultery. Stop sleeping with your neighbor's wife. Stop raising little 304s. Right? What's wrong with what we're doing on these street corners? Let's play more of this video. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Right? If you're just joining, please like or dislike it, right? If you don't like hearing knowing about righteousness, by all means dislike it, right? Because all we're teaching is the fear of the Most High.
His names because they be insecure.
All right, so this is your preferred man, build the dude. So
prefer I don't know, I think you ought to make at least like 300 a day, like at least 200-300 a day.
Yeah, 300 a day.
Yeah, okay, that's cool for me. Like I feel like that's chilling. Like you working a 9 to 5, cool. You got a side hustle, you trapping, whatever you were doing, as long as you making like 300 a day. Yeah, like.
Okay,
that's pretty standard.
$300
or like $5K a month, like
$5K. Okay, that's $60,000 a year.
Yeah, like
okay,
that's comfortable.
Okay,
you feel me? Because I'm not about to ask for something that I can't provide in return. Like I'm not one of them.
I don't see what's the problem with that.
So you just alluded to something. You said a man, should feel proud that a woman has a lot of guys coming up to him, and she's.
Yo. Let me rewind that little part again. A man should be a man. You men out there, right? My man Robert, right? You should feel proud if a lot of men hollering at your woman. Let me rewind that, right? If you're a man out there, right, and you got a woman, right, you better feel proud if your woman is out there attracting a lot of men. A lot of men are coming to her at the gas station, right?
So yeah, I would just repeat the question. So should a man care about what his woman wears?
No.
Okay, and why?
Off the back. Should a man care about what his woman's wearing? No. And look at that demon. He put her right at the demon part where her eyes are just rolled in the back of her head right there, right? That's that demon. Yo, let me tell you something. A man that don't care about what his woman wears out in public, right? He is a F-boy. He is a sucker, right?
Because I feel like that is a man's insecurity. That's a you problem. It's a
you problem. Brothers, if you have a problem with what your woman dresses, that's a you problem, right? You need to fix yourself. That's what she's saying.
You are not okay with what I'm wearing, then you need to check yourself. Because me as a woman, if I'm in a relationship, I know my place. I know I'm not wearing stuff for any other man. I'm wearing it for myself. I'm wearing it to look beautiful, to feel.
Let's get some Bible. Let's go to the book of Saint Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 28. But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her have committed adultery with her already in his heart. So a man that looks upon a woman, right? That woman could be married because she says, look, if I want my man or whatever, and he pretty much I'm gonna wear what I want to wear. Well, guess what? Wherever you're gonna be at, it's gonna be other men there too. And these other men are going to be looking at your woman. They're gonna see her camel toe and everything that she got hanging and dangling out of her, right? Her breastises or whatever it may be. They're going to see all of that stuff, right? Let me read it one more time. But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her have committed adultery with her already in his heart. Meaning you're causing men to go into adultery because of what you are wearing. Men, we are visual. We are very, very visual. So you're causing a man to commit adultery by the things that you wear, keeping them in sin.
Confident.
And this is why we need lessons like this. This is why we need classes like this. This is why we need reactions like this, because the Christian church ain't going to do it.
Gotcha.
You feel me? So if you have a problem with what I'm wearing, like I said, then you need to check yourself. You should, and guys should feel proud about that. Like, you got a bad bitch. You got niggas coming up to your bitch.
You got a bad bitch, right? Her words, not my words. Let's go to the book of First Timothy. Go to 1 Timothy real quick. Chapter 2, and let's go to verse 9. It says, in like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broided hair or gold or pearls or costly array, but which becometh women professing godliness or righteousness with good works. Verse 11, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. That's why these women got to keep their mouth shut, because you're going to have yantis out here teaching women how to curse, right? Verse 12, but I suffer not a woman to teach. Because what is this woman teaching little girls that are younger than her, 12, 13 years old? Teaching them, hey, you know, if your man, if he cares about what you wear and stuff like that, then she's pretty much saying that, you know, you need to get with another dude then. He should feel proud about what you're wearing. You being a little hoe, a 304. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be silent. Verse 13, for Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression. You see that? So yeah, the brother's right on point with that.
Telling her she's bad as fuck, and she's not giving her number out or none of that. So I don't see what's the problem with that.
So you just alluded to something. You said a man, you know, should feel proud that a woman has a lot of guys coming up to him, and she's still gonna say like no.
That's diabolical, bro. A dude feeling proud of his woman being approached by a whole bunch of men. He should be proud. Like, oh yeah, that's my woman. Right? You see that? Y'all see that? That's my woman. And look at all the dudes that are being attracted to her, and all the dudes that are trying to get at her. Man, you're right.
Yeah.
So, question for you: if you had a Lamborghini, right? You just purchased this Lambo. It's nice. You bought it from the dealership, and the dealership said, you know what? I know you purchased it, but bring it in every Saturday, and I want to display it. I want to put it on display, and we're going to put a for sale sign on it so other people could see, because we're trying to sell some other ones that's backed up in stock. Would you be okay with that?
But a car and clothes is different.
No, it's not. We read out of the Bible that it's a possession. Like you are a possession. A woman is a possession. Your clothes, your cars are a possession. That's that man, that Lamborghini, them clothes is his possession. Just like the woman is the man's possession. That's what the Bible says.
Question, would you be okay?
I mean, a car is a car.
Would you be okay with that? Yes or no? You just purchased a Lamborghini, and the dealership said, "Hey, on Saturdays, we want you to come bring it by. We're gonna put a for sale on.
Am I getting
for
paid
sale
for
sign
that?
on it, and we're gonna display it to all the people." Would you be okay with that?
I mean, if it's a car, yeah, I don't care. It's a car.
So a car that you just spent a lot of money on, a Lamborghini that's hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? That you just spent on it. You're okay spending all of that money, and then every Saturday bringing it back to the dealership, letting them keep it the entire Saturday with the for sale sign on it.
How does that compare though?
I just asked the question. Would you?
This is going over their simple heads. This thing is going way over their simple heads right here. They don't get it. They cannot grasp this concept right here because they're simple.
Saying like
you thinking about it is yes or no? Is that something that you would really do?
I mean, if it's my car, they would have to keep up to date with it. Like, you can't. I mean, no, you're right. No,
Exactly.
because I don't want nobody to.
But exactly,
Exactly.
It's not the same though. A car is not the same as a woman with clothes.
What I'm saying is that what you don't understand is that that's how men view women. We view women as, you know, like that's ours.
I would understand, like in a car in a woman predicament.
I'm just going
right, and they just don't understand that right there. You know, a man does not want another man to be sleeping in his bed with his woman. They can't understand and grasp these things right here, and it's not okay. It's not right. You know, this is what the young girls are learning, that this is okay. And it's going to lead them to being single like Amber Rose, right? All of 41 years old and single as F.
Going off of basically what you said, right?
Yeah.
So you said that, well, you know, my man should feel proud that I'm dressing sexy and other guys is walking up to me calling me sexy. That's the same thing as literally purchasing something and then you're going back to the dealership and the dealership is saying, you know, hey, we're going to put a for sale sign on it. Or even better, another analogy is you just buy a new, Ferrari. Would you park your new Ferrari in the hood?
No. Hell no.
Okay, so the reason why you wouldn't park your new Ferrari in the hood is because you know that people are going to try to break into it.
Yeah.
They're going to try to scratch it. They're going to sit on it, maybe take pictures of it like it's their Ferrari. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's how men view.
Hey, that makes me think about Chris Brown, right? Chris Brown, this Negro will literally be at his concerts charging women $1,000, taking pictures with another man's woman. The dude could literally be. I see pictures of Chris Brown with a man's woman on his lap and a man standing up right beside him. Like, that is off. That is off.
Woman, like we wouldn't want no man talking to our girl, trying to push up, trying to touch her, trying to, you know, court her and get her, even though we know she's loyal, and even though we know you know, our Ferrari has the best, you know, security lock system in the world. I mean that I got the best security lock system in the world, but I still wouldn't want to park my Ferrari in the hood. Make sense? So with our woman, we know she's loyal, but we still wouldn't want her dressing sexy going to the club by herself.
But here's the question: would you let her dress sexy and whatever she wants to wear if she's with you?
That's a different story.
Okay.
That's a different story. Let's go with her. Same question. So should a man care about what a woman wears?
Yes and no, because like, all right, yeah.
It's not no yes and no. Let's see. Let's go to about.
Saying like
They show
that
up how
was what
we
I
think
said.
we're about to choose them.
Ladies,
It wasn't about.
I'll just put it very simple, right? It takes two to tango.
It does.
Since it takes two to tango, just y'all pretty, let's just be honest, ladies. The guys y'all talking about is the guys that don't want to give you no commitment, that's just smashing. They're not really trying to take y'all seriously. So you talking about the niggas that got y'all in sex zone. So think about that. He's sitting it, he's telling you the good old nothing lies, and you're not getting elevated, you're not getting no true commitment, and he doesn't even have the motivation.
That's a good point he's saying, right? Because let me see. Let me go to the book of Ecclesiasticus. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 6. Let's see. Ecclesiasticus chapter 6. Because these women and men as well, but we're dealing with 304s right now, right? Let's go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 6. Because they're not proving these women at all. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 6. And let's go to verse 7. It says, if thou wouldest get a friend, so if you want to come into a relationship with someone, right? Prove him or her first and be not hasty to credit him. For some man is a friend for his own occasion, meaning that man just want to get in your panties, want to get in your drawers, want to smash and dash, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble. As soon as your car break down, you go into some hard times and everything like that, That man sending you straight to the voicemail, right? And there's a friend who being turned to enmity and strife will discover thy reproach. Hey man, that woman, she ain't nothing but a 304, right? She ain't nothing. This is why these women have these anger issues right here that's going on, right? It says, but in thy prosperity he will be as thyself and will be bold over thy servants. If thou be brought low, he will be against thee and will hide himself from thy face. I mean, he's not gonna be around when you need him. Let me see. See, that's the point. The point is, women, you have to prove a man. Men, you have to prove a woman, right? I'm gonna get a little bit more of this. I'm gonna close it out. Let me see.
Was obese and looking very, very much different than her pics, I would be like, I feel stupid. Because accountability, I should have known. I should have asked the FaceTime. I could have did a multitude of FaceTime. Hey, put your phone there, step back. Let me see you, mama. I could have said, yo, send me some videos. I could have did a multitude of things. So no, time out. I could have did a multitude of things. Wait. So what I'm saying is when you choose those niggas that don't really, when you choose those, because the conversation was women choosing men that only want sex. Right. So when you choose those niggas that only want sex and they won't take you seriously, you feel like you got finessed. So my point is that, like, I could have asked for a FaceTime and a multitude of other things. You could have courted that guy and asked for, hey, so you could ask probing questions. So, well, how do you get your money? What do you do for a living? But, stuff like you could have asked certain questions up front to know who you was getting.
Now that brings me to what I'm about to say. Majority of these men, just like women, I'm not about to sit here and tell you how much I make, and you're not about to sit here and tell me how much you make. Like, I don't feel like you saying about money and stuff. Like,
here we go, the foolishness. Let me get the scripture real quick. This is the book of hold on, let me close this up real quick. Let's see. So this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25 and verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. So, brothers, the Bible is instructing us. Don't everything that shine ain't gold, everything that glitter is not a diamond. Don't stumble at the beauty of a woman, right? Because all we're doing is when you lay with these women, and you break their heart, they're gonna move on to the next, right? It's up to us to teach the young women. It's up to us because these older women, they're not doing the job. It's up to those men who care to have daughters, who care about the who their daughters are going to grow up to be with. That's what it's about. It's about the children, right? It's about the children who are going to carry on our generation, right? It's about teaching them. A lot of these people, they're going to have to be destroyed because they're not going to get it. They're not going to listen, right? Is there any questions at all before I close out? Let me put 30 seconds on the clock real quick if there's any questions. Questions. So let's go ahead and close it out. Let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 25. Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape. It's all about enduring until the end. We are living in the last days and we must endure and see my salvation. That's what we want. We want salvation. We want Hamashiach Yahushua to bring us salvation so we don't have to worry about 304s anymore. We don't have to worry about YNs anymore, right? We don't have to worry about clocking on and off a clock. It says, and the end of your world, the end of this world right here, right? Because there's something better for us out there. And the men that are received shall see it. The people that receive this message, the people that fear the Most High, you're going to see it. Because the Bible promises that we will see it. who have not tasted death from their birth. When you come into this truth, you are born again. When you come into the fear of the Most High, you are born again, right? You have a do-over again. It says, and the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed, meaning your mindset is going to be changed and turned into another meaning, meaning you're going to be translated, transformed, transfigured, whatever you want to call it, into something different and something new. So next week's class, I'm gonna be getting on the YNs. This week we got it on the 304s. Next week we're gonna be getting in on the YN culture, right? We're gonna get into it really, really heavy next week, right? Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We got Elder Freestyle Wom's class coming up this week, twice this week, and we got Street Teaching Live on Hollywood, right? So with that, I want to say Kwam Abanawa Yahweh, Kwam Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, and Kwam Yasha Allah. I'm out. Let me leave y'all with